Fans, I am joined by the man who wishes to be called JTH.
I don't wish it. I demand it.
Well, we also have to call you the PWA United States Champion, but that might not last very long because you're going to be facing someone we haven't seen in the PWA for a while, none other than the Outlaw Tony James.
You have something to do with that, Aaron? I heard all the stuff you and Cruett have been talking about me on that little YouTube show you got. So I tell you what, you can put anybody against me in a match that doesn't deserve it, because mark my words, Tony James does not deserve a title shot. He hasn't been around in forever. There's so many other people. But he just comes in. So you had to have something to do with it. And I'm getting sick and tired of everybody being against me. I am the champion, and I am the best the PWA has to offer.
Well, we'll settle the answers to that question and many more in that match tonight, but I don't think I need to remind you that Tony James has held that U.S. championship once before, and he might just be holding it again here tonight.
He ain't going to be holding nothing but a pile of his broken teeth, because I'm going to knock him right out of his face. I already beat one cowboy, so I don't mind beating another one.
You'll see it here tonight, fans, on PWA Rush.
Fans, welcome back. PWA Wrestling back on YouTube with another episode of PWA Rush. There you see one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, the King of Swole, Mr. Jimmy Fahrenheit, showing off to the fans in attendance here. We want to welcome you all back to this episode of PWA Rush. We're excited to have you here. We've got a big main event coming up, but we got to get some introductions out of the way. Take it away, Aaron.
And his opponent weighs in tonight at 301 pounds from the hills of West Virginia. Please welcome Rowdy Randy Forrest.
Fans, hold on to your seats. The ceiling, as the roof is about to be ripped right off of this place as Rowdy Randy Forrest is about to make his way towards the ring. Get out of his way. Aaron Hurt's trying to get to the back. We got to get Randy out of the way. Good Lord, I can't do this all by myself. Randy Forrest going to take on one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions here tonight in our opening contest. I'm excited to be back here with some new matches here for all the great fans. Aaron, this is going to be a tremendous contest.
Indeed it is. Cramped quarters there near the entranceway. I want to get as far away as I possibly can from what Randy is likely to do to Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Well, I'm glad you didn't knock him over on your way back.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what Randy was worried about. But in any case, he needs to be focused on the man that's going to be on the outside in this contest, the co-holder of the Tag Team Championships, along with Jimmy Fahrenheit, that man there, Jordan Carlisle. But we're starting things off in a big way here with two long-tenured veterans of the PWA, two men who have met under the most high-profile of circumstances in recent memory here in the PWA. And as you said, franchise player, this action is taking place the night of October the 23rd. We've got some great fans out here in the Halloween spirit celebrating, joining us here, no accounting for the taste of some of them, as it appears a couple of them have not to be too dramatic about it, but gone over to the dark side of Casino Heat.
Casino Heat. I wonder how much Jimmy and Jordan had to pay them to dress up like them.
Well, hopefully they spend a little bit more on their attire the next time. But it is a very convincing facsimile. But no matter what my thoughts are on that, we've got a big match to get to here, because Randy, his battles with Kevin obviously did not turn out to his liking in any way that you want to approach that subject. So he could use a big victory here in this singles match, and the importance of that would be magnified by the fact that Jimmy is, as we've said, one half of the Tag Team Champions.
Former heavyweight champion, one half of the Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Fahrenheit's done just about everything here. And if Randy can get a win against Jimmy Fahrenheit, that's just going to keep his stock that much higher here in the Premier Wrestling Alliance.
And I would argue that Jimmy Fahrenheit is perhaps more effective as a tag team wrestler than as a full-time singles wrestler, but you said it quite well. He's a former champion. He's been there and done that in the PWA and can handle it under any circumstances. But he'd better know that Randy is he's not happy with the way things happen with Kevin. There's no way he's going to be looking for an easy night here.
Jimmy Fahrenheit is a successful member of many tag teams, but man, he can't hold on to a partner for nothing. He's ran a lot of guys out of here, so you got to wonder at some point, is it him or is it him?
Well, all we can say for sure is that the majority of the time he's gone to the top level here and become champion. Whether or not those partners can keep up with all the late nights and the high society lifestyle that Jimmy claims that he has.
Is that what we're calling it now?
We'll be nice to him. I mean, I guess we can give him that much, but he's working on the arm here. Got the wrist lock applied, but Randy rolls through.
Rowdy Randy Forrest recently had his bag stolen, and that's why he has opted to go without a shirt, because he no longer has his gear that he traditionally wears in these matches, and he says the ladies love his dad bod.
Well, I'll leave that to that group of fans to determine. The point being that he came here for a fight.
I wish dad bods were a thing when I was wrestling. Man, I could have attracted the ladies.
I could have been a contender. Oh, my. But
always got them rolled up.
Very quickly saw an end to this match, but Jimmy Fahrenheit able to maintain the side headlock and get out of that pinning predicament. But we've talked about how Randy wears those military issue boots, and he's not wearing those today, so we'll see if that affects his balance or his traction in any way.
Well, those unfortunately were also stolen, and those were the boots that he served his country honorably in, and it's a crying shame that in this day and age, but nonetheless.
Oh, well, Jordan Carlisle is certainly disappointed with what he saw there, because Jimmy Fahrenheit telegraphed that big splash and made it very easy for Randy to anticipate it. Big reversal here. All the one-man flapjack.
He took him up to the lights. Jimmy Fahrenheit is hurting. Randy is really working Jimmy over, showing him his power.
Oh, big full rotation on the power slam, hooks the leg, only a 2 count. Now, franchise player, we have not remarked until this moment, perhaps I should have kept the streak going, but we don't see Air 4 out here. Does that have anything to do with you, or is that just simply him knowing better than to try to get in Randy's way?
Aaron, I'm telling you right now, if he pops out from anywhere after you mentioning his name, I think if you mention his name 3 times, he shows up. I hope he ran away from home. I hope he ran for the border. I am so sick and tired.
Oh, my, look at that. The big sidewalk slam hooks the leg, but only a 2 count. 5 minutes expired in the time limit. 5 minutes.
That Air 4, if I never see him again, it will absolutely be too soon. Hopefully we can find out. Maybe Casino Heat fired him.
Well, perhaps, but the fact that he isn't here raises as many questions and makes me perhaps as anxious as it would be if he were here, because even though Jordan Carlisle can certainly handle things as a second for his partner, if Air 4 is lurking somewhere waiting for the opportune moment, then
that's absolutely a dangerous thing for sure.
Oh, nice side kick to the midsection there after ducking the lariat. Oh, that rolling neck breaker, stylish and effective.
Referee TK only got a 2 on that one.
Well, and Jimmy chose to try to keep the shoulders forced down as opposed to hooking the leg, and Randy, with that height he has in the lower body strength, able to kick out, but Jimmy not letting up in the slightest here, now focusing on the ankle and the knee.
Jimmy's trying to pick Randy apart, all sides. He's working on the arm, working on the leg, working on the knee, the ankle. That's a great way to try to pick apart your opponent. Just get everything.
Perhaps taking advantage of the inexperience of our referee
that's
here.
That's a good way there also.
Speaking of taking advantage, Jordan Carlisle just absolutely mugging him over there. Speaking of Randy, but TK still new to being a referee here, needs to establish a level of authority with these wrestlers. He cannot be intimidated by them. He can't let them try to dictate what they will or won't do. And again, Jordan Carlisle.
I tell you what, that's so easy to say, Aaron, but once you're in there with these guys, it is so difficult to not allow, from the lights and from the crowd, and then these guys are massive guys. It is very intimidating in there, from referees to ring announcers. You've seen what these guys do.
Oh, most definitely. I'm not eager to antagonize many, if not all of the men in there. Air 4 perhaps being an exception, as he often is.
Twice, God. Oh.
But right now, Jimmy is trying to decimate Randy one limb at a time. And Jimmy, we've established, knows some of Randy's nagging injuries, especially ones that Jimmy may have caused himself, and knows just what body part to target and where to start trying to break Randy down.
Absolutely. When you have the history that these two men have, it really gives you a bit of an advantage. Your opponent also has that same advantage. But, being in there with them before.
Oh, nice drive-by, connected with the drop kick right to the temple. Jordan Carlisle knew what was good for him and backed off a step or two. And this could be the turning point.
He's crawling for Carlisle like he's going to tag out.
Oh, out at one.
Singles match, Jimmy Fahrenheit. You're in it for the
Well,
long
if he
haul.
could have got to the ropes, if he could have broken the plane of the ropes, then the referee would have been forced to step in there. But Carlisle doing everything he can to help his partner hold on long enough to get the victory here, because, oh my, do you see the snap on that suplex? But if Randy gets a victory here, he has his pick of anybody in the locker room to go after the tag team titles. One would think, franchise player. I mean, I'm not the one who can make that kind of call, but I think I know somebody who does.
Well, thank you for not taking my job, Aaron. It's all I've got left in life. After the wife and the kids left me and the dog took off after he peed on my leg. But let me tell you who's got stuff going for him right now, and that's Rowdy Randy Forrest. He's got this match well in hand at this point, but absolutely, you can get a victory over one half of the tag team champions. That absolutely would put you at least in the discussion.
Well, he's got the waist lock applied. Jimmy desperately trying to grasp the top rope, does so. Randy holding on. Oh!
Come on.
Yeah, that trick knee of Jimmy's, the foul kick there, the low blow.
And Randy is down. Randy's a big guy, but that does not matter. When you get hit below the belt like that, it will take you out. And I mean, it's sometimes it can take you 4 or 5 minutes just to no pun intended, grab your bearings.
Well, as we've seen in any number of combat sports scenarios, that kind of suffering that kind of punishment changes everything in a hurry. But we're approaching the 10-minute mark of this match here, halfway through the time limit. 10 minutes elapsed in the time limit.
It's almost like you're a soothsayer.
Well, I have a stopwatch here, since it's my job to keep track of that sort of thing. But
it's Randy's job to keep track to where Jimmy is, pick him up and put him right back down.
And Randy might want to in this match in the near future. If this does go to the time limit.
Oh, Jordan Carlisle. Like a pest.
No, rather feeble attempt there at holding.
Well, he got his job done. Just enough to get Randy off his game. Now Randy's chasing Jordan Carlisle around.
We can't get distracted for too long. And Jordan Carlisle knows exactly what he's doing.
Jimmy Fahrenheit now on the outside. Tried to cut Randy off.
But got caught. Look at the strength. Jimmy's the one who usually brags about it, but he's literally being handled with one arm by Randy. Now back inside the ring here, but the referee still counting.
Oh, he's bringing Jimmy in the hard way.
No, it looks like it's going to be a short trip and a bad landing.
Up and over. Oh, Jordan Carlisle.
He swept the leg. Fahrenheit makes the cover. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, PWA Tag Team Champion, the King of Swole, Jimmy Fahrenheit. Well, Casino Heat steals one. It took both of them to do it, and Randy is livid. These two had better hightail it. They'd better get out while the getting is good.
Look at them, so proud of themselves of what they've done here. This is an absolute robbery.
And Randy looks like he can't believe what just happened.
Nor can I. What has taken place here tonight is a absolute crying shame.
Well, it's yet another in a series of tough losses for Rowdy Randy Forrest, but I think we can count on him to be back in there giving it his best effort at the next opportunity. But franchise player, we do have to move on here in the broadcast. We're going to see heavyweight champion Real Deal Kevin Cruett once again in non-title action against a member of the duo of Full Throttle. This time it is going to be the Rocket Josh Benson.
Josh the Rocket Benson has been waiting some weeks now for his opportunity. The sensation Anthony Ray got an opportunity a few weeks ago, and now the Rocket, he is ready to shine tonight in non-title match against Kevin.
Well, anytime you're in there with the champion, a win could mean a lot, and perhaps the members of Full Throttle have been strategizing. Before we get to that match, we're going to take a short break, but we're also going to give you some comments from the champion himself, so let's hear that right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your PWA champion, Kevin Cruett. Josh the Rocket Benson, you have the honor of stepping into the ring with me, going one-on-one. Non-title, of course. And just like how I showed your partner last time, you are going to be suffering the same fate. You're going to be looking up at the lights, and I'm going to be showing everyone why I am the PWA champion and why I'm going to remain the PWA champion for a long, long, long time.
Franchise player Chris Cruett here for the PWA School of Professional Wrestling. Do you want to be a wrestler, a manager, a ring announcer, a commentator, a referee? The PWA School of Professional Wrestling is your opportunity. 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster, Ohio. Tryouts are absolutely free from 7 to 9 on Tuesday. Come on down, try it out. See if you got what it takes to be the next big star. Fans, thank you for staying tuned with us here, PWA Rush. Once again, I am Chris Cruett. I am the franchise player, awaiting the return of my broadcast partner, the one and only, the voice of the PWA, Aaron Hurt. And while Kevin Cruett is not the voice of the PWA, he is the champion of the Premier Wrestling Alliance alongside his little brother, Mathew. And Kevin's got a big task at hand today.
His opponent, weighed in tonight at 215 pounds and hails from Williston, Ohio, the Rocket, Josh Benson.
The Rocket, Josh Benson, a few weeks ago here on PWA Rush, came out and accepted the open challenge of Kevin Cruett. And Kevin Cruett denied him. Instead, he accepted the challenge from his partner. But now, Josh the Rocket Benson has his opportunity. Kevin Cruett once again stated this would be a non-title match. And Aaron, it's taken us a few weeks for the Rocket to get his opportunity here, but here we are.
Well, perhaps good things will come to those who wait in this case, because the Rocket does get a chance to get his hands.
Nope, it didn't work. Kevin just attacked him. Nobody's waiting.
Well,
Rocket is up against the post now. This is not a good start.
Rocket's definitely trying to get some retribution and some payback for the way things went when his partner, Sensation Anthony Ray, faced Kevin on the program here recently, also in non-title circumstances, which is, as you did reference, franchise player, what led us to this. But Kevin perhaps having strategized prior to the match, decided the best course of action would be to bring the offense straight to Rocket Benson, give him less of an opportunity to get the crowd behind him and dictate the pace the way that he would like it to.
You got that right. Kevin took it straight to him, and Rocket's a big guy, and you give him an opportunity to get psyched up, and he can do some things.
Oh, but he's able to block the hip toss there. Quick shot to the midsection, and a reversal takes Kevin up and over with ease.
Big hip toss.
Yeah, now do you think that there was a huge running clothesline there, really wound up with that one? I might not have time to ask you too many questions, franchise player, at the pace that these guys are going.
Get them in while you can.
Big slam. Well, do you think that the Rocket made a mistake by not having Anthony Ray out here with him?
Well, I think three little old ladies in the front row just fainted.
Well,
Rocket took his shirt off. They get excited.
If one were asked me, I'd say that the Rocket is most likely enough to handle whatever Kevin and Mathew combined can put together. But,
oh, wow. Looked like Rocket was trying to jump, and Kevin hit him with a drop kick.
No, I was about to say.
That might have been low.
Yeah, the timing on that did not work out for the Rocket.
It worked out great for Kevin.
Yeah, he was able to improvise in midair and just drove that boot right into the midsection. But Rocket back to his feet. Ducks a pair of clotheslines. Thez press, hammering down with the right hands. A little bit of grounded pound for the former student of Mark Coleman.
When it comes to Josh the Rocket Benson being out here by himself, my guess would be that he just wants to be his own man, and he wants to show the people he can do this on his own. You got to be careful because, not only have you got Kevin Cruett, a seasoned veteran, becoming very much a seasoned veteran, but little brother Mathew on the outside.
Well, quite honestly, he can't worry about what happened to his partner in the past. He needs to worry about the match that's in front of him right now and the opportunities that could present themselves if he were to get a victory here. And teams don't last forever, but we don't anticipate full throttle going anywhere anytime soon. But it certainly behooves the both of them to have success both as singles wrestlers and as tag team wrestlers. And we see that Rocket Benson just calmly re-enters the ring, letting Kevin...
He can't do that. He cannot be just walking around here calmly. He has got to attack this match the way that Kevin is. He has got to attack this opponent like no other. He has got to take it to Kevin Cruett. And if you don't take it to and take it from Kevin, then you're going to get exactly what you deserve, and that's nothing.
No, if he were a little bit more ruthless, perhaps he would have met Kevin at the ropes. But instead, it's Kevin with the advantage with a very well-placed knee to the midsection and firing away.
I'm not saying cheat. I'm not saying be unethical. I'm saying you have got to take the action to him. You have got to show that you want to be in there with the PWA Heavyweight Champion. I'm not seeing it right now.
No, Kevin has clearly been the more aggressive of the two. Textbook execution of the vertical suplex, but he did not hook the leg, and that's what enabled the Rocket to kick out and keep this big match going here. And this is not even, we've got the champion in action, and we've still got a main event to come. We're going to have the U.S. Championship on the line. Outlaw Tony James coming back and going right into the thick of things against JT Hogg.
Well, Outlaw Tony James absolutely deserves to, always be in the title picture. He has been gone for a few weeks, but he is back now, and he is better than ever, and he is looking for an opportunity here tonight to recapture that United States Championship.
5 minutes elapsed in the time limit. 5 minutes gone by. In the meantime, however, Kevin is keeping the Rocket grounded, no pun intended, but not long enough as Josh Benson makes his way back to his feet.
but just slow to follow up on it, And for anybody sitting there at home going, oh, well, Chris Cruett, he's only saying this because, Kevin's his son. I think we can agree that I have been, very,
objective, yes.
Absolutely, right down the middle when it comes to Kevin and his antics. And Rocky's just not showing it to me tonight.
I thought Bill Alfonso was the guy who called it right down the middle, but
he may have.
Oh, chop to the back right there.
Right down the middle of his back.
And Kevin, again, working on the shoulder.
I haven't always been the most excited about some of the antics of Kevin and the only Cruets.
But you can't deny their success.
Absolutely. When you look at Kevin, Kevin's just 21 years old, and he is.
Reverse atomic drop. You might not have too many grandchildren. If the
Josh the Rocket Benson he shut my mouth.
Well, he found something in reserve there because.
What are you doing, Rocket? Why are you arguing with the referee? You've got the heavyweight champion.
Thumb to the eye.
In the corner of the ring. The man who is trying to defeat you and make you look like a fool. And you are arguing with the referee. I don't understand that logic.
Well, Kevin has become an entirely different wrestler since winning that championship. And if Josh Benson is expecting this to be the man that he perhaps knew a year or two ago, then he is sadly mistaken. And he, as you said, franchise player, he cannot expect any sort of sportsmanship or fair play from the champion in a match like this, especially as we get into the latter stages of things here.
Well, it's lonely at the top,
right to the top of the head.
Kevin has tried to adjust to that loneliness at the top. I don't look like he hit him with a kick on the way down.
Yeah, it looks like he was indecisive and just brought the knee up and made good contact. I mean, you don't win on style points here. It doesn't matter if it looks pretty. It matters if it's effective and it does the damage it intends to your opponent, and that seems to have clearly been the case here.
Well, it seems like making the three ladies faint in the front row might have been the extent of the success for Josh the Rocket Benson, because he is just not following up the way he should be.
Well, I hope those three ladies pay his bills, because the way that you make it as a professional wrestler is with victories. It is certainly great that the fans are here to support him, but yes, he cannot take that as having already won something.
He's got to bring it to Kevin. I mean, I keep saying he has got to bring it. He has got to show
and
Kevin.
He better hurry, because the longer it takes for him to regain control, the less likely it is that he's able to survive this kind of attack and this kind of strategy from Kevin.
He has paid attention to the fans. He has paid attention to the referee. He has paid attention to Mathew. He needs to pay attention to the PWA champion standing right in front of him.
Well, I hope that he spoke in depth with his partner and got any kind of advice or any kind of insight that he could as to what to do to get the victory over Kevin, and if so, now's the time to pull that.
Kevin going for a suplex, but Rocket blocked. Rocket going for a suplex. Kevin blocked.
Oh, look at the strength. Took him up. Held him up for a second. Drove him down with a little bit of extra impact there. Wow. Not a very effective lateral press.
I thought he might have had it there. I thought, I don't know what's going on with Rocket. Doesn't seem like his head's in the game. Doesn't seem like, I don't know if his knee's still bothering him from a few weeks ago. I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is not the matchup I had expected from Josh the Rocket Benson for Kevin Cruett.
Well, Kevin's certainly pleased with the progress of things thus far. Irish whip, duck under, excuse me.
Oh, big cross body block.
There's still something left in the Rocket. Some fuel left in those engines.
I don't know. He's got. Come on.
Well, this is the time to capitalize.
Go. Now let's see some fire.
He's perhaps waiting too long.
He's absolutely waiting too long. Come on, you got to go. No waiting. Get on it.
Sometimes you can't wait for the door to open. You've got to knock it down on your way through to the other side. Oh, easily avoided by Kevin. Head first into the turnbuckle. Up on the shoulders. This looks like it is the end of the night for the Rocket. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the PWA Champion, real deal, Kevin Cruett.
Well, Aaron, there you have it. I guess we found out why Kevin Cruett is the PWA Champion. Josh the Rocket Benson just seemed like he couldn't get out of the starting gate.
No, I'm sure that he would have predicted a much different result, but Kevin did what he had to do, but we are going to see if Tony James has what it takes to take the United States Championship from JTH.
There you go. We go from non-title PWA Heavyweight Champion action to, for the championship, the United States Championship, Outlaw Tony James taking on your good buddy, JTH. You guys are on Christmas card list together.
I wouldn't exactly call it that, but I might be closer friends with Tony James if he is able to beat JTH for the championship, but that all takes place right after this.
Hello to quality time at Marco's. Hello to the best part of the day and to making someone else's. Say hello to late nights and to the best night ever. These are the primo moments, and they call for Italian quality pizza. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce with a history in the making from the original Gianmarco recipe. Say hello to an authentic favorite. Every store, every day, the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Introducing first, at a weight of 228 pounds, from Devils River, Texas, the challenger, the Outlaw, Tony James.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. PWA Rush, episode number 10. And we're about to see the return of the man, the former PWA Tag Team Champion, the former PWA United States Champion, the former PWA Heavyweight Champion, and the man who hopes he can regain the United States Championship here tonight. The one and only, the Outlaw Tony James. I know I speak on behalf of all the PWA fans. We sure have missed Tony James here in PWA action as of late. We're excited to have him back.
Hey, I got something to say. Come on over here, man. Aaron Hurd, how you been sleeping?
Not too bad.
Awesome. Hey, I'm sitting back at the ranch. I got my feet up. I got brisket in one hand and red, white, and blue in the other because I'm a humble man. Yes, sir. And I see on YouTube JT Hogg's got the U.S. strap, and he won't stay in the ring long enough for someone to whoop him. So I want to tell you right now, number one, JT Hogg is not my PWA U.S. champion.
Preach.
He is not my champion. And tonight I'm going to whoop him, and then after I take that belt from him, I'm going to give it back to the fans.
There you have it.
What do you say we have a party tonight? Ooh!
I think these people came here to party, that's for sure.
Come on out, here you big
And his opponent tonight, weighing 368 pounds from Silver Run, Maryland, your reigning defending PWA United States Champion, JTH.
JTH about to make his way towards the ring to do battle with the one and only Outlaw Tony James. And Outlaw Tony James looks like he's been just lit out of a cannon. He is on fire. He is ready to go. And I hope JT can say the same, because if he doesn't have the same intensity deep down that the Outlaw has, we might have a new United States champion. Aaron, it seemed like Tony James was having a good time out there. I think he's inviting you to a party.
Well, perhaps that is what he had in mind. I'll let him get the business at hand taken care of first, but he is quite rambunctious as usual. That's one thing that certainly did not change about Tony James in his brief time away, but he's refocused his training. He has tried to get back.
He's doing laps around the ring right now. Or he's catching up with JT Hogg. Or JTH, I apologize.
They do go back a ways, as they say, both in the Ozark Mountains and down in
Texas.
He's
biting him.
Well, maybe Tony didn't get enough brisket. I wonder if
maybe he's trying to get rid of the taste of that red, white, and blue.
Could be onto something there.
Right
Stomping
on
the fingers. JT might be drinking his cold ones from a straw if he can't hold on to them.
And there he's got the United States Championship. He's holding it up.
Well, he's held it before.
And he says if he gets it tonight, he's going to give it back to the people.
Well, I know that the people would certainly be glad to see anything of the sort happen to JTH, excuse me.
It's so tough. JT got caught on the outside again.
I'm not sure if the match has officially begun. You see both men now finally back in the ring. There we go.
Hey, Aaron. The match has begun.
I was waiting for him.
And that's official.
To ring the bell, which is why I brought it up.
Man, he's hitting him with those chops right there near the carotid artery. He's going to put JT unconscious before the match even gets started.
No, it could be a very swift end to this championship match if JT is not able to get out of the starting blocks, because Tony has just swarmed him and overwhelmed him.
If JT has the same luck at Rocket had in the last match, this is going to be a great night for the Outlaw Tony James. Outlaw Tony James is a one-time United States champion, and he'd like to make it 2 tonight.
No, we've had a proverbial parade of champions here tonight, seeing Jimmy Fahrenheit against Randy Forrest in the opening match. A very disappointing loss. Casino Heat doing what they had to do to get the victory for Jimmy, and then as you mentioned, heavyweight champion Kevin Cruett with a decisive victory against his opponent tonight. Now we have the U.S. title at stake here. JT able to weather the early offensive onslaught from Tony James, and now just back to basics as he is known for just those big heavy right hands gouging at the eyes.
He's really taking it to Tony. Welcome back to the PWA, Tony. We're glad to have you, but man, JT's not looking forward.
No love
to
lost
seeing you.
between these two men. I would wager. Is Tony James prepared for the type of wrestler that JTH is now? We know that they faced off in JTH's time back from all of his surgeries and such, but the two have been the proverbial ships passing in the night, and JTH is an entirely different type of man in the ring these days than he was just a short while ago. So I wonder if Tony has been able to adjust accordingly, or if he will not be able to predict this sort of thing from JT.
You know, if this was Watch Along Wednesday, we'd have the camera on us. They could see me smirking and nodding. I promise you, the Outlaw Tony James is absolutely prepared. I was a former tag team champion partner with the Outlaw Tony James, and if there was one thing that he was just the absolute best at, was to scout our opponents and to prepare. And JT is the match here tonight with JTH is no different, I assure you. Tony has watched film, he's watched footage, he's prepared, he's gotten a game plan put together, and now he's just got to execute it.
But the one thing we know that he will not be susceptible to is the mind games of JTH. Oh, nice back elbow.
Go for that lariato.
Nice feint there. He quickly springs up.
He probably could have went for that lariato and maybe just put him down and ended it.
He could have, but instead the misdirection leads to the flying shoulder tackle off the second rope. Some somewhat astonishing quickness here.
2 count.
Oh, but James
2 count.
Tenaciously maintains the lateral press. Hooks the leg.
2 count. What'd I tell you, Aaron? Every time he kicks out, it takes that
well,
much more
and
energy.
JT Hogg doing everything he can to avoid getting counted out and losing the championship here. Just feverishly trying to get his shoulder up.
Does that look like the face of a happy man right there?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I don't think he's going to be able to make a shirt that says, I beat Tony. Well, he probably could, because he didn't beat Sam Houston.
We could, but he wouldn't be wearing it in front of Tony James for very long, and I'm certain that when, because it's not if. It's
that is 5 2 counts.
But Sam Houston's going to finally have enough of seeing JT walk around with a shirt like that.
Every time we walk into the PWA arena, I pray to God that Sam Houston is somewhere around the corner ready to take that stupid shirt off of JT.
Well, sometimes those prayers have a way of being answered here in the PWA, but right now I think Tony is praying for a little bit of relief from the impact he just suffered.
Oh, my goodness.
And JT just pinpoint with the elbow drop right to the sternum.
That was all 380, 400 pounds of JT's mass right on top of the Outlaw Tony James.
I will say we haven't got JT near the doctor long enough to get an official weight on him as of late. The last recorded weigh-in we have for him is about 365 pounds, but he's got that nerve hold clamped on as tight as he can get it.
When that cuts off the blood flow to the brain, that could put him in a bad way.
5 minutes elapsed in the time limit.
We're only 5 minutes in, and these guys, they have really shown these fans a great matchup here tonight in our main event.
No, they were allotted 30 minutes to settle it. And the fact that they've competed at such a brisk pace, and we've only made it through 5 minutes.
JT almost ran over Tony right there.
No, he had
turnabout's fair play. Now he's got Tony cranking on his head and neck.
JT definitely had Tony right in the sights, and has for the past few moments been content with keeping Tony James on the mat, using some wear down holds and some very simple basic maneuvers just to.
Oh my goodness! I don't know what just happened here, but I think Tony grabbed
I'd rather not speculate.
I think he grabbed a hold of a basket full of bread or something. I don't know. Some rolls.
Well, at least he brought his hand back with him, and the snapmare leads to the huge Ichiban leg drop. Do we have a new U.S. champion here tonight, franchise player?
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe tonight, but not yet.
Well, that would be the only thing that could top off this edition of PWA Rush here on YouTube. We're back with all new live action and plenty of it, and there'll be more to come in our next edition coming up next week. The full house that's gathered here at the PWA Arena to celebrate in the Halloween spirit and take part in all of this great action here. They are absolutely riveted by the battle between these two war horses of the PWA.
Tony James really just sticking it to, he's just sticking it to JT in that corner.
Well, credit for simply managing to persevere long enough to get back into position to take control of his opponent.
When Tony James finds a weakness in your game, he exploits it, and he will just stay on you until he wears you down enough to beat you.
Well, to that end, JT with another kick that verged on being below the belt, and I saw just the slightest bit of hesitation in Tony James as he seemed to be favoring or still suffering the damage from that rather difficult shot that he took earlier in the match. So that might be a factor as the match continues to wear on.
JT's not letting Tony breathe in that corner with all the splashes and the shots to the solar plexus.
And as much of a maniac for conditioning.
Oh my God!
Oh my, look at that. I was going to say Tony James might be the least likely of the men in the PWA to suffer from ring rust, but no man is invincible to the effects of being out of regular competition.
JTH tried to splat him in that corner. Had Tony not moved, it would definitely be all over for Tony James.
No, we would be looking for the blotter to get Tony James off of the mat.
Wait, what's he got?
I don't know. He looks like he's got some kind of brass knucks.
Oh, it's JT's brass knuckles.
Well,
and now JT's got the horseshoe.
Let's keep our eyes on JT. Oh, come on.
That's it. Referee calls for the bell.
We hate to see this match end in such a way.
Oh, no. Tony, get out of there.
Oh.
Oh, hit him with the carotid artery chop.
Mongolian chops.
Oh, he's got him up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification, the Outlaw Tony James. However, still PWA United States Champion JTH.
Well, I guess we couldn't expect anything less from JTH. Unfortunately, Aaron, you had to make it official. While Tony James is the winner, he is not the United States champion tonight.
And I'm sure that Tony James is not satisfied in the least with being declared the official winner, because he wanted to get that U.S. championship, and especially the way that the match ended. Just
oh my God! It took a horseshoe. It took JT and a set of brass knuckles to still not defeat Tony James, but he was able to keep on hang on to the championship. Unfortunately,
well, no matter how he did it, he did do just that. But fans, we are going to have to leave things there. Tony James clearly disappointed the way that his return to full-time action in the PWA got kicked off. But we've got some comments to bring to you before we wrap things up from another man who is not exactly happy with the way things are going for him these days in the PWA.
Absolutely not. We promised the fans a few weeks ago we were going to try to track down the Nordic Nightmare Bjorn, and we have, and we've gotten some words from him. He's not happy.
Fans, you can see and hear for yourselves, because that's what we're going to wrap things up with. So thank you once again for checking out PWA Rush here on YouTube. For my co-host, the franchise player, Chris Cruett, my name is Aaron Hurt, and we will see you back here next week with more great action from the PWA arena.
Kevin Cruett, look at me. Look in my eyes, Kevin. Look at me! These are the eyes of a determined man. The eyes of a man that is coming for you. And I don't care about your title, Kevin. The title that I need, the title that I earned, and the title that I'm craving to get back is the pride of Sweden. And you took that away from me when you took my flag of my country, threw it on the ground, and you spat on it. You spat on my flag after you and your punk brother attacked me. I don't know if that's okay for you, Kevin. It's not for me. I hope you know, Kevin, I'm coming for you. And I'm not stopping for anyone that's in my way. You, your brother, you're all going down. This is the hand that's going to bring you down, Kevin. These are the eyes that are going to bring you down, Kevin.
Aaron, the show's over. How can these people see more?
Well, it's as simple as subscribing to PWA Ohio here on YouTube and clicking the notification bell to receive an alert every time we have great new wrestling action on the site.
Or you can check out one of these videos.